17 of the Power Driver podcast. I am one of your hosts, Daniel, joined by my other co-host,
Chris. And if you're wondering, Berman's gone because he's in space. But it's okay, he'll be back next week.
Yeah, perfect explanation, Chris. So, now, usually we come up here, we have positive things to say about wrestling. We have the negative things to say about wrestling. And we're going to talk about WWE to kick off the video, but it's only going to be real quick because the majority of this video is going to be discussing a lot of things that have happened within the past week for AEW. A lot of backstage reports, the controversial Dynamite episode this week, the contract tampering situation. It just begs the question, is this the beginning of the end for AEW? That is a question we'll be answering later on in this video, so please stick around. But I think we're going to begin by talking about Monday Night Raw. I thought it was a great show in Toronto, personally, and I think it was Triple H's best show so far since he took over creatively. What do you think, Chris?
Honestly, it still needs to be worked on. Like you said, it's going to take time to outdo Vince's mistakes, but it was a very decent episode with some stinkers, in my opinion. But we'll get into it.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, there were 6 matches on this card. Honestly, the best match of the night for me would have to be Edge and Priest. I thought those two went off, had a great match. You had some great spots. You had that, cross through the table by Damian Priest. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm forgetting what it's called. But yeah, you had that spot through the announcer's table. You had the Canadian Destroyer and Spear finish, which was a fantastic finish. You just had a lot of great stuff going on in this match. It was a great showcase for Damian Priest. And of course, it was a great performance for Edge as well. So that was a great match, in my personal opinion. I thought Ziggler versus Balor was also a great match. I thought Gable versus Owens was also a great match. The only match that truly missed for me, if I'm being honest with you, Chris, was Aliyah versus Bayley. I thought that wasn't really that good. But to be honest, I feel like Aliyah does need more experience inside the ring. I feel like she might have been brought up a bit too early, if I'm being honest.
A bit too early, dude. She's never ready. She's just as bad as Jade Cargill.
Jesus.
But hey, at least she's not the title holder. But, that's for another time.
Jeez. Well, I thought the women's tag team semifinal on this show was good. They had quite some teases between Asuka and Io Sky, which is obviously the match everyone, including myself, wants to see between these women. But Alexa and Dakota definitely did some good stuff too here. But Io and Dakota Kai advanced to the finals. When will the finals be? They have yet to confirm that. Probably next Monday on Raw, I would imagine. But we don't know. We genuinely don't know. Miz and Ciampa versus Styles and Lashley also happened due to their involvement to the U.S. title match Styles and Lashley had. That was also a good match, in my opinion. It did end in disqualification, but the disqualification was so hilarious with Loomis kidnapping the Miz. I genuinely don't care. I thought that was great.
It was the goofiest shit I've ever saw in my life. It was like, this man literally got manhandled and kidnapped back to NXT 2.0.
We all thought he was going to target AJ Styles, but it turned out to be the Miz, so I guess he's a face after all, which he was a face in NXT, and he was an ally of Johnny Gargano's in the way. So, well, he wasn't in the way, but he was an ally of the way. You get what I mean?
I got you, man.
And speaking of Johnny Gargano, yes, he fucking returned. And there might have been a few teases in the past few weeks, but this was totally random. This was a random segment right after they got to commercial break in the 3rd hour. No one saw this coming, including myself. But yeah, Johnny Gargano's back. He did his entrance, got a massive pop. Probably even the biggest pop of the night, even bigger than Edge maybe. I don't know. It's either him or Edge. But yeah, Gargano got a huge pop, basically proving that NXT fans are a good portion of the WWE fans have been NXT fans all along. And a lot of people like to act like NXT, Triple H's NXT era was kind of irrelevant. But I feel like all this right now is kind of proving that case to be wrong. if I'm being honest
Dude, tell him to stop the cap because most of those guys from NXT went to AEW anyways and started a new wrestling federation.
here. No, yeah, and look how popular AEW is. So think about it like this: Triple H's era didn't fail at all. If anything, it's literally what wrestling is today now. If you think about it, I think it's awesome.
He's wrestling.
So, yeah. And yeah, Gargano got interrupted by Theory, who used to be his son in the way. Yes, I said his son. Don't question it. Yeah. So basically, that started the "Who's Your Daddy" chants because, Johnny's in the ring. But, Theory basically went on to mention how he became the youngest U.S. champ in history, youngest Money in the Bank holder in history, and basically he's accomplished a lot that Johnny is trying to accomplish. So by technicality, Johnny's now the rookie, and Theory's now the veteran. So Gargano can carry his bags for him and stuff like that. And Gargano was kind of just, playing along with it. Like, yeah, sure, let's go. And then Theory was like, let's do the way pose. And Johnny's like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. So he, they're both getting ready for it. But then Johnny Gargano super kicks Theory in the face. A little less than the Theory right there. So, yeah, man, what do you think about Johnny Gargano's return,
Dude,
Chris, to WWE?
He went to the wrong company. He went to the wrong company.
You really want him in AEW?
Yes.
For what though? Like, if I may, I'm not asking disrespectfully, but I'm just thinking Johnny's never gotten the chance to be on the main roster. All his friends are in WWE, and plus, with how many wrestlers? But you can't say that though, because look at the past few weeks. Ciampa's in a way better place now than he was a few weeks ago.
The man's wearing neon green undies. Daniel, please, what are you talking about?
They're gonna break up the Miz and Ciampa. You just gotta give this story time.
And Ciampa's gonna be like, "Oh God, it's Johnny, man, fuck the Miz. Let me go kick Johnny's ass for the 20th time, like we did at NXT."
And would you have a problem with that?
No.
Exactly.
I just wanted to go to AEW just because it would have been more fun. Maybe he could have joined the Blackpool Combat Club.
I think this was my issue with him potentially joining AEW. When you think about a lot of the wrestlers there, a lot of their characters are kind of about, being the best wrestler. And I don't know if Johnny Gargano would have been able to stand out in AEW as much as WWE, in my opinion.
No.
Think about it. He's on the same roster with Punk, Bryan, Omega, Claudio. Is he really going to stand out as much?
Probably not, but you could probably push him towards the TNT title.
Yeah, see, fuck that. I want him to be the WWE champion. Fuck that.
It's not going to happen because Cody Rhodes is going to be the champion.
Chris, after that promo Johnny cut on Monday, I don't want to see Cody anywhere near that title.
I want Cody Rhodes to do the Cody cut.
Listen. I'm gonna honor my dad. Blah blah blah. It's been fucking done before, man. It's been fucking done before. Who fucking cares? Cody can win the title in a year.
No, he can't. He needs to win right now.
Johnny's story's better. Bet on yourself.
He already did that at NXT.
No, he didn't. Think about it like this. NXT, Johnny Gargano, before he won all the titles, all that stuff, he had a genuine lack in confidence. And throughout time, throughout accomplishments, throughout everything, he has gained confidence more and more and has found himself through all that stuff. Yes, the story isn't, this person passed away, so I want to honor them. But it's more simple, and it's more grounded, and it's more realistic to me.
Whatever, dude. Cody better.
I need to win the title that my dad never won. Guess what? 99% of the fucking roster's dads haven't won the title.
Because they're not Cody Rhodes. That's why, Daniel.
So, I don't know, man. I get it. I don't hate Cody Rhodes, but I hate how overrated he is. I hate the fact that he was booed in every arena 6 months ago, and everyone acts like that never happened.
That's because the whole time he was just trying to get to WWE. It was part of his plan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Cody doesn't have that genuineness to me that Johnny Gargano has. It just feels manufactured.
Are we getting some fucking Cody slander on the Power Bomb Project, Daniel?
No, I'm being dead ass. I think Cody is overrated.
You're overrated.
He's a good in-ring competitor, but that dude literally doesn't need to be the one to dethrone Roman. That dude doesn't need to do fucking anything.
Yes, he
That
does.
nobody even wanted to see him become a world champion in AEW. Why the fuck should he become a world champion in WWE?
Because he didn't want to turn heel. That's why. If he would have just turned heel, he could have just stayed.
And
got
guess
paid
what?
more.
The heel Cody is better than the face Cody.
No, this is P. Cody. Right now. P. Cody.
Absolutely disagree, my friend.
Time for another debate. For the next time.
Who is better, heel Cody versus face Cody? No, man. I just feel like Johnny Gargano just has more of a genuine vibe to him. That's just me. I'm not taking anything away from Cody Rhodes, but I'm just saying, if the roster's growing like this, duct tape Kevin Owens, Johnny Gargano returning, Finn Balor slowly becoming the badass again. I need more from Cody Rhodes. I just do. If he's going to be gaining the world title.
He's literally injured, Daddy. What are you talking about?
But the thing is this, right? He's injured, but think about this. All this stuff that's going to happen while he's injured, that's not going to be in his control. Johnny Gargano is going to get over his shit. Kevin Owens is going to get over his shit. AJ Styles has the chance to get over his shit too. Why am I going to want to see Cody Rhodes become the world and WWE champion?
I do. Because I want to see that shit live. Because that'd be epic.
You see, man, we definitely have different opinions on Cody and the WWE title chase. We definitely do.
It's all good, but I guess we'll move on.
Yeah.
So it's not a fucking episode of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Overall, though, show's good. We forgot to mention Trish Stratus returning, but that was great too. Rollins and Riddle brawling to start the show felt a bit more grounded too, which I really like. Overall, 8.5 out of 10 is my score for this show.
I give it like a 7.
All right, that's fair. 7's fair. Now, you want to talk about Chris Jericho?
Sure. Well, recently, Chris Jericho was offered a WWE contract. And Daniel, will this man go for it? And I say no.
Well, that's the interesting thing. So it all started on Twitter when a fan asked, they said this. It was a simple tweet. It was by an unpopular opinions account. If Jericho is back in WWE, I want him to wrestle AJ and Kevin. Those 2 matches will be fire. And Jericho responded with, they already happened multiple times. And, another fan replied with, unfortunately, they squandered KO and Jericho's match at WrestleMania. Deserved the main event. It was the best story going in at the time. Jericho said agreed. And then another fan said, need a Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Chris Jericho faction. Make it happen, Y2J. And Jericho responded with, well, some higher-ups want that to happen sooner than later. # tampering. So I think that basically confirms the contract that was tampered, or the guy Triple H tried to contact was Chris Jericho. And why does that not surprise me? Because Chris Jericho is one of Triple H's greatest rivals of all time. No shit, Triple H is going to want Chris Jericho. So this is my thing. Is Jericho going to go for it now in 2022? No. But I could see him returning to WWE in 2 years.
Eesh. What was the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society, Daniel?
That's falling apart right now as we speak.
You know what? It's the Jake Hager Appreciation Society.
Man. Jake Hager's starting to become like his old self again. Jack Swagger. Just a bland, boring personality.
So, gotcha. We need American Top Team to come back into the mainstream again.
No.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think he will go for it now, though. I think him even putting out that tweet kind of confirms he's not interested.
True.
But who knows? Maybe he will be in a year or two, because, yeah, this video is definitely some controversial things overall. So, yeah, you ready to move on to the next topic?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Now, Eddie Kingston. He was briefly suspended from AEW. His suspension is now over. Give me a second here. Due to the altercation that he had with Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara was talking shit about his physique and other stuff, and Eddie Kingston beat his ass for it. Simple as that. And did AEW suspend the guy who started the altercation or the guy defending himself? They suspended the guy who was defending himself. Listen, man, we've said it on this podcast multiple times before. When I saw Sammy Guevara and Ty do that post with the TNT title, you know, basically like implying that they had sex with the TNT title, that, you know, Brody Lee, you know, made a huge deal. And, you know, that the same title that was practically given to Brody Lee's son after his death. So ever since that happened, I know a lot of people like to say, let it go, let it go. But don't let me tell you why I will never let that go, because that was the internet that really proved to me that Sammy Guevara is a shitty human being that'll do whatever it takes for clicks and likes and follows. And I sincerely mean that. This dude literally got 2 fucking fiancés in 1 year. What does that say about him? Like, honestly, and talking shit about people backstage when, you know, he's supposed to be somewhat mature, as he claims, after he said he wanted to publicly rape Sasha Banks and Miley Cyrus and multiple other women on podcasts. All I have to say is fuck Sammy Guevara. I am never going to be won back by him. I've said that a few months ago, and I knew that this dude was a piece of shit from the get-go. So, and it's clearly obvious from the way he uses Cody Rhodes over and over again in his thumbnails as clickbait, doing whatever it takes to get those views on YouTube, to get those engagements on Twitter, to do whatever it takes to get people talking about him. Overall, I am talking about him right now, but I just think he's a pure shit stain. And seriously, that dude does not deserve a spot on the AEW roster. And he would never, ever be in the WWE roster. And if he was, he would never, ever become a serious world champion, because this guy sucks at every single thing he does. He hasn't had a good match in ages. Overall, Sammy Guevara is a waste of space, a waste of time, and a waste of life, a waste of breathing air. And overall, I don't fucking care about Sammy Guevara and anything he has to offer to the wrestling industry.
Now you've released the fucking Sammy Guevara stands, Daniel. Now they're going to attack us and get us more views.
I don't care. The wrestling industry is better without him than with him. And that is the facts.
Just send to NXT 2.0, dude. It's fine. It's
Again,
garbage anyways.
He doesn't deserve to go to NXT. He deserves to go to fucking mid-pack.
Citizens to Ring Honor.
Still, though, like, seriously, Sammy Guevara is a shit stain, and he got hit, and he deserved to get hit, and Eddie Kingston practically did what thousands of people want to do to Sammy Guevara. End of story for me, you know?
True that. But you know what else happened, dude?
What else?
More drama backstage.
Yeah. You guys saw the title of this fucking video, and now you're starting to understand why it's the title of this video. So, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker backstage drama. So it was reported that the two actually can't stand each other. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, described as mortal enemies. Jamie Hayter also hates Rosa due to her being stiff in the ring. And after she broke Jamie's nose on Dynamite, Rosa hid in the bathroom in fear of getting her ass kicked. It doesn't say that Jamie tried to kick her ass. It just says Rosa hid in the bathroom in fear of getting her ass kicked. And then there's also speculations that Rosa actually isn't injured and she was just sent away to cool things off right now. And, you know, we've seen the past few months some little promos like the sandbag diss from Britt Baker to Thunder Rosa, or, you know, just how involved how involved Britt Baker has been in this Thunder Rosa title run. It feels like Britt Baker wants to do whatever it takes to hold Thunder Rosa's career back. And Thunder Rosa, in response, probably wants to do the same to Britt Baker. So, yeah, these two are definite mortal enemies. So, yeah, you got one potential match at All Out between Kingston and Guevara. Those two can't even get along to work with each other. And then we'll talk about Dynamite later, which, man, I have a lot to say about that. And then, yeah, just all of this, dude. I think what we are truly witnessing this week is the first crack in AEW's armor.
We're prepared for it. And I'm sure they're going to be fine. But, man, this is a real big oof moment. Just for the fact that one of their biggest pay-per-view is, like, less than a week. And all this shit just, like, erupts.
And think about it. Triple H just took over a week ago. I mean, not a week ago. Not even a month ago. and think about how much things have shifted in WWE's favor since then.
It's a shame, but man, we'll see what they do.
AEW has not pulled 1 million viewers on television since Triple H took over.
Yeesh.
That's really bad. Like, their relevancy is dying right now, thanks to Triple H taking over.
True. And if they don't get their act together, once Triple H fixes all this shenanigans shit with Vince McMahon, it's gonna be up there with wrestling, dude.
Like, Triple H has the potential to bring wrestling shows back to 2.5 to 3 million, like it's 2010 again. Like, dude, this is some serious shit. AEW cannot fuck around anymore. And the fact that there is all this backstage drama is just really fucking bad, especially at a time like this. If this happened in 2020, I don't think it would have mattered as much as happening right now, when you already have an established company with guys like Punk, Bryan, and Omega there.
True enough.
Like, this isn't good, dude. This is not good for anybody. This isn't good. Just, jeez. No, anything else you have to say about Rosa Baker?
Rosa still can't cut promos, so I'm okay with her just leaving forever.
That promo on Dynamite was rough, but we'll talk about that later. So, dude.
Yo.
I just, you know what? I'll save the rant I have for the women's division later in this video.
It's gonna be a banger. With those 10 views.
With those 10 views,
it's
yes.
Gonna be a banger.
Oh man, sorry for the awkwardness a little bit, guys. It's just that there's so much negativity going on in the wrestling industry that it's really kind of hard to just, kind of cut jokes in this episode,
But we can definitely cut a joke for the next segment. We got more gameplay review of the AEW Fight Forever. And Daniel, it looks like shit, but I'm still gonna buy it.
Like shit. Oh man. It's like, you know what, Chris?
Yeah.
It's basically like, you're basically doing the same thing that every person that bought Call of Duty Vanguard did.
I didn't buy Vanguard.
Like
I didn't fucking buy Vanguard.
No, but I'm comparing the AEW situation to Vanguard. If you buy this, it's like buying Vanguard.
Dude, I have to support them, dude. This game might actually be good. Maybe it's just the graphics that are bad.
The graphics aren't my only problem, dude.
It can't be that bad.
Dude, 5 fucking finisher slots and 5 fucking signature slots. What sense does that make on any planet?
Daniel, you have to have a budget. It's the first game.
I'm saying this now. If I have the ability to kick out of an Avalanche, One-Winged Angel, that is some fucking bullshit, dog.
We'll see. I think it's gonna be fun, but it depends on the price, and the game is not for released until next year, from what people are saying.
No, it's actually not next year. It's this fall.
Oh, well.
That game's fucked.
I will fucking buy it, and I will review this shit, and I will put it on the channel because I'm willing to fork over $60 for it.
Don't worry, guys. We'll post 2K22 content to make up for that.
I feel like it's gonna be okay. It can't be that
bad. It's not going to be half as good as 2K22, though.
Hey, man, if it sucks, I can literally just get my money back on Steam, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're right, probably.
Maybe.
But yeah, the gameplay looks rough. Like, when Punk was throwing those strikes, that looked like dog shit.
I can't wait to play the minigames.
Oh my fucking god, I actually forgot about those for a second.
I want to play baseball in a wrestling game. I want to play Dance Dance. I want to play DDR. In AEW.
This might end up being worse than the TNA game.
You know what? In which game? I know it's super off topic. We'll get back to the podcast. But do you remember the fucking what's that shit called? You ever play Lucha Underground the game?
Oh my goodness.
That was awful, and I can't wait to experience it again.
Oh my god. Why can't any company besides WWE know how to make video games?
But anyways, any last thoughts, man, before we move on to AEW?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm ready to move on to Dynamite.
Okay, let's go to Dynamite.
Now, was this the worst episode of the year? No. but this was the episode. This was the first time I've ever watched AEW and felt kind of empty in a way. Like, it felt like Vince McMahon WWE to me. That kind of empty is how I felt about Dynamite.
Yeesh. But we'll get to it.
This watch this week was rough. This week was rough for me, ladies and gentlemen. I can't deny it. There were definitely some good things, so I'm going to knock the good out the way. Daniel Garcia's promo to start the show was great. I thought Dax Harwood and Jay Lethal had a good match. Not anything great, but I thought it was good. The first probably 7 out of 10 match Jay Lethal has had in AEW. Probably not, but you get the point. He hasn't had that many good matches in this company.
Oh.
Billy versus Colton, the gun father versus son stuff. It was kind of funny. It was a decent little match. Can't really say too much about it. Britt's match was mid, no shock. The main event between Death Triangle and United Empire was amazing, but I couldn't really focus on that. And that was because of one particular match that happened in the middle of the show.
What happened, Daniel?
AEW Undisputed Championship match. CM Punk, the world champion, versus the interim champion, Jon Moxley. So, as you all know, last week, Punk absolutely grilled Mox on the mic like no one has ever done before. And he paid the price for it this week. But, yes, you're probably questioning how did he pay the price. The match was 3 minutes. Punk only got a few punches in and a roundhouse kick in that twisted his plant leg. Basically, he kicked with his right leg, but he twisted with his left leg, and he basically grabbed his left leg right after. And yeah, basically, Mox took advantage, attacked the leg, hit his lariat, 2 paradigm shifts, and yeah, the match was 3 minutes. And then the crowd was going crazy. They couldn't believe it. They were cheering Mox on like crazy. They didn't even care that it was a squash match. They were really happy that Mox won. And then Punk was getting carried out by some medical staff, and he looked around at the crowd, and you could see he was heartbroken and disappointed. And he basically was dragged to the back while Mox was celebrating. Yeah. Listen, I expected a 20-plus long-minute match at bare minimum.
Same.
And I'm not mad at the result. Mox becoming an undisputed champion is awesome. Like, I may be the CM Punk fan, but I'm not mad at all at Jon Moxley winning this match. That is not what I'm mad about, guys. That is not at all. I'm mad at the way they went about it. Like, most people are chill about this, let's be honest, because it's Jon Moxley. But if it was the other way around, everyone would have been losing their fucking minds. And that definitely shows how biased the wrestling community can be sometimes. It definitely rears its ugly head. Because to see people just pass this off like it was okay was just absolute bullshit to me. I'm sorry. Like, it's not. And if you weren't ready to bring CM Punk back yet, have him vacate the title and just make Mox the world champion without this match ever existing, because this was an absolute waste of fucking time. And who knows, maybe they did this because maybe the reports are true, but I don't think they are. Again, I think this is a part of the story where Punk turns heel and all that to go along with the reports. And Punk said it even before Dynamite in an interview that morning, that he likes to create stories, and basically that's why he did a lot of the stuff he did with Adam Page. So yeah, this is what I'll say though. And also Dynamite, last week you had Kenny Omega return. A lot of people argue it's one of the hugest returns in wrestling. Did you even see him this week besides the ending for 5 seconds? No. He didn't cut a promo. He didn't address his fans. He didn't address the 9 months away. He didn't address any of the enemies he has. He didn't fucking address anything. So you already have that massive mistake with Kenny Omega, already botching his fucking return and the momentum along with it. And then, yeah, 3-minute squash match between Punk and Mox. If you were not ready to bring back CM Punk, you should have never fucking done this match. Like, and honestly, next week, Where the fuck is Dynamite? It's in Chicago. Is AEW seriously this fucking stupid to squash the hometown hero the week before they go into Chicago for their biggest pay-per-view of the year? Like, this just absolutely screams WCW 2000 booking. Vince fucking Russo booking to me. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, on what planet do you all think that this is actually a good booking decision? No one thinks this is a good booking decision, actually. No one does. This does nothing for anybody. Like, seriously. Like, what did this do for Mox? He beat an injured man. Good for fucking him. That makes him look so fucking strong. Seriously. What the fuck was this?
Daniel, I think this is all an act. I think this is all bullshit. I don't believe for a fact that they're gonna have the rematch. Like you said, I think it's just a work. I don't buy this at all, dude. I don't buy it. He's coming back in Chicago and he's like, I'm challenging you with a pay-per-view.
But
I don't buy it, dude. But we'll see.
And then are you seriously gonna turn him heel in Chicago? Are you serious?
Looks like it. If he shows up.
That's gonna fail. That's gonna fail so bad, dude. But Moxley's gonna be the one to get booed. Did people forget what crowd Chicago is? Like, oh my goodness, dude. This was stupid. Mox next week is gonna get booed so fucking hard. It is ridiculous. And that's not even gonna be his own fault. That's the sad part about it.
That's very true.
Like, this was ridiculous. And then Swerve in Our Glory, great tag team champions. Who are we giving him? Who are we giving them?
Oh, I forgot.
The Acclaimed. The Acclaimed at your fucking WrestleMania of the year. You're giving your tag title match to the Acclaimed 10 fucking days before it happens. No story. Oh, we saved you from the fucking Gun Club, the Jobber Club, and then we're gonna give you a fucking title match because we like you goofs. What the fuck is that?
You're like, that's good enough for us. That's good television, Daniel. Proud of Tony Khan for this one.
Dude, oh my goodness.
It's going to be fun at least.
A third of these fucking promos were just people calling each other out for All Out. Like Christian Cage, oh, I'm calling Jungle Boy for All Out. Then we go to Ricky Starks, I'm calling Powerhouse Hobbs for All Out. That's what fucking happens when you don't build to your fucking pay-per-view. You look like goofs having everybody call each other out the week before without barely any fucking storyline behind it. This is their WrestleMania. What is this?
It's okay television. And also Chris Jericho did the same thing to Daniel Bryan.
Absolutely average television. Absolutely mid television that we all witnessed last night on Dynamite. Like, yeah, it may sound a little heated. Well, no fucking shit, I'm heated. They went out of their way to call this the biggest match they ever had. It's a title unification match. And you make this shit a fucking 3 minutes to set up to another match. This is literally fucking Vince Russo booking. This is literally fucking mid-pack booking. Speaking of mid-pack, Motor City Machine Guns. I'm sorry, who? Oh, I know who they are, but they're fucking overrated, dude. They have no personalities. Their personalities are as wet as fucking cardboard. So they could have as many fucking technical pieces as they want. I don't fucking care. The Motor City Machine Guns are as dry as fucking sandpaper.
Just fucking sandpaper. You fucking savage.
Like, I don't give a fuck about these two 40-year-old men with zero personality. Get them the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, they needed an excuse to be there. Hopefully it's just like a one-off thing.
And seriously, they're collaborating with New Japan. Why the fuck do you need anybody from Impact, dude?
Because money.
And yes, I sound angry on this podcast. No shit, I'm angry. I loved this company just a year ago. I loved it just a few months ago. But this summer has been the biggest downfall I've ever seen in professional wrestling history. And I've honestly had enough of witnessing it.
So overall, how would you rate the showing?
Now, Dynamite had an amazing main event, had a good opening, but there was so much bullshit in between. I don't know what to say. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Triple H's show absolutely destroyed AEW this week.
So you guys go watch Raw instead. except for the one match with Def.
Ever since Triple H took over, 2 Raws were better than Dynamite, and 2 Dynamites were better than Raw. So right now it's a tie, folks.
And then the next week's pay-per-view, man. We'll see who's the real winner.
Yeah, we'll see what's the real deal next week at the pay-per-view. Guys, I'm like I said, I don't hate Chris Sabian. I don't hate Alex Shelley. I just think these two are absolute nobodies, and the crowd didn't even fucking pop at all when their shit played. And that's just the facts. You all can get mad at the facts, but that's the facts. Nobody gives a fuck about these two, and I don't. The only people that do are one of the 100K viewers that watch Impact, and I'm not one of them.
Got him. Fucking
so. Again, I'm just pissed off this week, y'all. I'm just pissed off this week. Not just because one of my favorite wrestlers got squashed, but it was the way it was done. With all these like reports behind it, everybody booing CM Punk. It's like people seriously are going to believe anything they fucking hear on the internet and turn on him. Like, I can't even sympathize for Moxley here. I feel like people actually turned on Punk. Like, you can't even say he turned heel. People literally turned on the guy. He didn't even get to speak on his side of things about these reports. People just went ahead, heard these reports, and believed it instantly. Like, it's absolutely fucking bullshit.
Oh, another update. Sorry to inform you, but it looks like Eddie Kingston might actually show up next week. He might just show up. He just posted a tweet right now.
Interesting. Yeah, his suspension's already done, so yeah, we will probably expect to see him next week. But the question is, will he be on the card?
Maybe.
Yeah, like, a lot of people need to recognize this as some of the worst booking AEW has ever committed. And if you don't want to admit that, you just hate CM Punk for some bullshit that happened between him and WWE. But guess what? The things that happen between him and WWE don't personally affect anybody's lives except for the people involved. So we don't need to give a fuck.
Exactly, Mundo.
So yes, again, AEW has done some fuck ups, right? They had the shark cage match a few weeks ago. That was terrible.
Explosion.
They had that awful ladder match in March where Sammy Guevara nearly killed himself by jumping off a ladder. But this has got to be the biggest blunder AEW has ever committed so far. Like, dude, imagine fucking Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega at Grand Slam, and it ended in 3 minutes with a fucking running knee from Daniel Bryan.
Shit, dude, that would actually be stupid.
Yep. And they did it for Punk and Mox.
It's okay, Punk can do kicks. Oh, my leg.
Man. So I guess we'll go into the main event here. What's going on with the All Out main event? Who the fuck can they have fight in the world title match at this rate with only 1 week of a Dynamite to do?
I'm telling you, dude, it's going to be CM Punk or it's going to be MJF. Either this is all a ploy or MJF showing up next week. But I don't know.
There's only... you see, this is so hard to even fix. Like, they fucked up bad, dude.
If this is true. We don't know if it's true or not. This could all just be a ploy for drama. Because you know Tony Khan likes that kind of shit anyway.
But even if it's just like, man. And what? Are you going to do Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley and have both guys get booed? Or Moxley versus MJF and have both guys get booed? Chicago's not going to be happy with Mox, dude. I'm telling you now.
No, I know. This is CM Punk's hometown, Chief.
Yeah. Like, they don't play. They don't play. Even when there was a time in 2013, right? Where he was feuding with face Chris Jericho, and Punk kind of was the heel. And everyone expected the crowd to be half and half. Nope, Chris Jericho got completely fucking booed. Like, ripped to shreds kind of booed. Like, it doesn't matter who you are you are never going to get cheered over CM Punk. That's just the way it is. If you're in Chicago. I mean, the number one contender right now is Hangman Adam Page.
But I don't want that. Because, he's going to be in the fucking tournament this Friday. Like, let's not bullshit. Because I don't know if we talked about it, but, like, number 10 stepped out for the tournament. I'm like, I wonder who is it going to be?
Yeah, it's probably going to be Adam Page. And we're probably setting up for the Dark Order versus the Elite at All Out. Rest in peace, House of Black.
They might have a chance.
They still might. But even if they get to the finals, I'm going to tell you right now, I really doubt they're beating Kenny and the Bucks.
I would love them to beat them, but if it means that Adam turns fucking heel and costs him the victory.
That's how I would book it. That's actually how I would book it.
Oh, shit. Great minds think alike.
Indeed. Indeed, they think alike, man. So, yeah, I don't really know. You see, WWE and AEW are in two completely different situations right now with their main event. WWE situation is that Roman is such a brilliant champion, right, that you almost don't want to take the belt off the guy for Drew McIntyre right now, because Drew McIntyre barely has any character going for him right now compared to Roman. But it's in the UK, and Drew's obviously going to be the one the crowd's rooting for over Roman.
Exactly.
So that's a very tough call in its own way, So. And then as for AEW, they don't even have a main event 10 days before the pay-per-view is supposed to happen. So, yeah, these shows are really, really, I'm not as worried about Clash of the Castle right now because they have the world title match confirmed. They got both women's matches on the card already. They got an IC title match, Rollins versus Riddle. Even if they don't announce anything else, those 5 matches alone, I'll be like, okay, I'll gladly tune in for that, And it's only $5 a month to pay for that stuff. So really, but then you look at All Out. That's $50, and they don't even have a world title match advertised yet. So that's a tough gamble. It's a tough gamble.
It is.
Like, yeah. Oh, God, dude. Like, let me look at this All Out card right now just to see what we're looking at.
Yeah, go for it, dude. This is a lot of shit we got to talk about.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Trios finals, obviously. On the Dynamite side of the tournament next week in the semis, we got United Empire versus the Elite. Let me see here. Oh yeah, so it's the Dark Order. The Dark Order did beat the House of Black already on Rampage. Rest in peace.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. Say that again. I don't think I heard you.
I think that might have been a spoiler for tomorrow, guys. I'm very sorry.
Oh my god. Are you being serious?
But yeah, the Dark Order beat the House of Black in the first round.
Are you being serious right now?
Yep.
Oh my fucking god.
So yeah, the Elite are either facing the best friends.
No.
Or
are you being serious? Right? Why would the House of
All
Black
right,
lose?
Fuck AEW, bro. Fuck AEW.
No, you're trolling with me, right?
God, this is the most negative podcast we've ever recorded. Holy shit.
No, dude. Are you being fucking serious right now?
100%. John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and number 10 beat Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews.
You know what? Just break up the House of Black at this point. I don't care anymore. I gotta see this match tomorrow, dude. I need to watch this shit tomorrow. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Are you being fucking serious right now? Out of everybody that could possibly beat the House of Black, you choose the goofiest ass team. And I'm sorry, dude. You know what? Fuck the Dark Order. Brody Lee, that sucks he died, but that should have just ended it right there. This whole faction should have just ended. Why is
You're
this
right.
still a thing?
You're right.
Why is this still a thing? Without Brody Lee, there's no point.
You're right.
There's no point. This fucking faction's a joke. Oh man, I'm gonna be so fucking bad tomorrow. I'm gonna be so...
Dude, that's incredible.
If that's true, I'm gonna be real sad.
No, it's true. Because you wanna know why I know it's true?
Why?
Because Rampage gets taped after Dynamite Wednesday night, so the spoilers get posted every Wednesday night.
I hope it's a good match then. It better be like a 10 out of 10 then.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that. The House of Black lost in the first round.
Wait. I thought they replaced number 10 with Hangman on a page.
What?
I thought they replaced him. He said he was stepping down.
They didn't even need Adam Page to beat the House of Black on top of that.
Oh my god.
It was just Silver, Reynolds, and number 10.
I love this company. I love this company. I love this company. You know what? Hold on. You know what? I take back what Cody Rhodes did. You know, fuck you, Cody Rhodes, because you destroyed them. You ruined the House of Black before you left.
See,
you
thank
fucking
you.
piece of shit.
Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I blame Cody for that, man. 100%.
Oh well.
That's why I don't want Cody to become WWE champion. He must pay.
No, if that shit happens, I want to see what happens in WWE.
What? Just Cody being WWE champion?
Yeah. And then he buried him.
I buried him. I buried them all.
Buried him with my golden shovel.
Man. Yeah. House of Black beat the Dark Order in the tournament. So yeah, the Elite is probably going to face the Dark Order in the finals.
Is this a joke?
I'm being serious.
I would rather have the best friends fight them because at least I have Orange Cassidy.
I mean, yeah, but like at the end of the day, the stories, you know where the stories come.
No. No.
All right, so this is the card we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. For the finals, for the trios titles, it'll probably be Elite versus Dark Order. Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Cringe.
Tony Storm versus Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida. I think that win could be going to Britt or Jamie, but I think since there's so much heat, I don't think it should. Tony Storm or Hikaru Shida makes a lot of sense here. Swerve and Our Glory versus The Acclaimed for the tag titles. We got Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. And Lionheart Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
You know what's the worst part about this card, Chris?
The House of Black lost to the Dark Order.
That too, but like think about it like this, right? Every pay-per-view, we usually have at least that one match that screams Match of the Year candidate. Where is that on this show?
Non-existent.
See, dude? Like, part of me doesn't want to pay $50 for this. I'm being honest, y'all.
We're going to have to pay the $50, man.
Man, this show better be good. Well, I think that's enough for this very negative podcast on AEW and Impact Wrestling a little bit too while we were at it. Yeah, sorry guys for this episode. Just, man, AEW, we're passionate about AEW, you know? Like, we want this company to succeed, and we don't like that Tony Khan seems to really not have everything under control right now.
No.
We need ROH to get that weekly deal so all the ROH stuff can get off AEW TV. We need to make Rampage 2 hours, and we need to put more effort into the card every week. And do like a soft brand split, you know? Send some people to Dynamite, send some people to Rampage. Put effort into Rampage.
And lower your fucking shirt prices, you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, $70 for 2 shirts, as Chris claims.
Go fuck yourself for the $9 from Chicago. Like, bitch, I live in America. Why the fuck do I gotta pay $9? It's fucking Chicago. Fuck Chicago. You know what? Fuck Chicago because they get free shipping.
And they get All Out every year.
That's retarded.
And they got Forbidden Door this year.
I don't want to hear it.
And they got a few Dynamites last year and a few Dynamites this year.
He's like, but Chris, Chicago's the home of wrestling. I don't give a fuck. Stop charging $9 for shipping and handling. I don't even think WWE even does that shit.
Yeah, they don't.
They charge $3.
Oh, man. Yeah, guys. I don't want to say everything is shifting in WWE's favor, but it is. It is. So, yeah, I think we're going to end this podcast off by saying next week we'll be doing predictions for Worlds Collide, predictions for All Out, and predictions for Clash of the Castle. It probably will not be as negative of a podcast next week as this one was, but I feel like there's been a few frustrations I've had the past few weeks, and I just kind of, let those things slide. But yeah, AEW Dynamite was a huge miss this week, and a lot of the drama is just not very good for the company at all.
No.
So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I've been Daniel.
I'm Chris. And Berman says hi. He'll be back next week.
Yes, he does say hi. See you all next one. Take it easy.